Hello fellow wet shavers, how you doing? John Bonham here, also known as Cape Cod Wet Shaving. Got a shave video for you today. It's not really a review, not really a first impression. It's just me going to be specifically using a full line of a product, in this case, Clubman-Pinaud. I assume I'm saying that correctly. So I got across the board Clubman products. First and foremost, I'm going to say a few of these things. I did win a contest. That's where I got this apron and the dot kit. So there's a giveaway they did. So aside from those and the brush, all right, everything else that I'm going to be using, I paid for myself. Okay. So the reason I say that is, aside from full disclosure and all that, I generally try to actually pay for things that I review, more so people view it as unbiased, I guess. There's nothing wrong with getting free stuff for review. It happens all the time. But me personally, I like to purchase a lot of the stuff I review. So having said that, everything I have here is something I paid for. Some of the stuff I got duplicates of. So I will be using the shave soap today. Okay, this is a 2 ounce. Looks like 3, but it's a 2 ounce soap. I'm going to bloom this. For those who don't know, blooming is when you take hot water, you put a little bit of it, just enough to cover the soap in the container, and you let it sit for 5 to 10 minutes. I usually do about 10, just to be on the safe side. As you saw, I have a synthetic brush. This soap is $6. I went and looked just before I decided to do this video. I do have a pro and cons list for this stuff as well, my own personal, for me. Not, methods may vary, as they say. Where was I? All over the place here. So I will be using their synthetic brush. I will be using their classic aftershave. They have several that I'm a huge fan of. Whiskey Woods, so good. For pre-shave, I will be using the Clubman beard oil. And for post-shave, in lieu of balm, look at this big boy, I'm going to be using their shave cream as a post-shave balm. Okay. So the soap is a bargain. It's $6. Okay. The cream is $9 for this big old thing. This is 16 ounces. This is a pound of shave cream. The aftershave is 8. This is for 6 ounces. The beard oil, $9. And the brush is 20. All on their website. Okay. Now, like I said, I'm going to go ahead and throw the pre-shave on, and I'm going to go ahead and bloom this. And then I will be back to talk a little bit about this particular brand. And yeah, then I will shave. Oh, hardware. Whoopsie daisy. Might want to know that too. I will be using an Eveready, refurbished Eveready, thanks to Razor Emporium, with, if I can get it out, a gem blade that I still need a palm strop. So I'm glad I thought of that. And let me prep and we'll get to shaving. All right. All right. So I've had my soap blooming for about 7-8 minutes here. I'm going to go ahead and get to lathering. So one thing I did want to show you is this beard oil. Let me get in front of there. It is very viscous. Look at that. So nothing wrong with that. So I do use beard oils for a pre-shave. Now the difference I've noticed between actual pre-shaves and beard oil is actual pre-shaves know that they're meant to be a pre-shave. They're usually more slick, a little not as viscous, just, to put it on and smear it and all that stuff. Beard oil, in my opinion, is okay to use as pre-shave. It will not be as slick, and it usually has a tendency to absorb quicker and a lot more than the pre-shave oil. But it still softens your skin, still softens your whiskers up. Okay, so it still preps you for shaving. It softens everything up for you. In this case, this stuff absorbed very quickly, so not scented at all. This is pretty neat for a pre-shave, in my opinion. So let me go ahead. I forgot my sprayer. Ooh, there went my soap dish. Whoopsie daisy. So there will be water in this video, unfortunately, but Get rid of that. 1 second, let me clean this up. That was annoying. Happens. Hope everyone is doing well. Let me go ahead and show you. I do pre-soak. Even my synthetic brushes just have it. And here is the soap with the bloom water in it. So what I do, let me show you what I do. This is not a Clubman bowl. This is an Elvado grooming shaving bowl mug. They do have Colonel Conk. I don't think they have their own brand of shaving mugs or bowls. I went and looked. So we'll be using that. But what I do is I take just the teensiest amount of the water, the bloomed water. Not a lot. I don't know if you can see. No, you can't. It's the teeniest amount, like half a teaspoon, because you don't want to start off with a ton of water. And I pour the rest out. I'm going to go ahead and lather. Now the scent of this stuff is very pleasant. It's, I think, cleaner and fresher than the Aftershave. It's a little close to it, not nearly as much musk as the Splash. Now, one of the first things you'll notice, you might even be face palming, is the fact that I am tub loading a 2-ounce little tub of soap. I do not scoop. I never have. I don't like it. Just my own preference. Nothing wrong with people who do. In fact, I think the ratio of scoopers to tub loaders is, I think the majority of people probably scoop. I just never had the patience for it. I could never get it down. It annoyed me because I would always scoop too much or scoop too little, and I'd have to stop what I was doing and load anyways. I'm sure if I gave it some time and messed with it, I could get it down, but I've been doing this for 5 years now. It's what I'm used to, so it's what I do. So let me go ahead and show you this lather. I load from the tub, and I'll either apply directly to the face or I'll do a mug. So it's kind of a hybrid. 1 sec. I wanted to do this in real time so y'all could see. All right. So this is vegan. It's vegan soap. All of it's vegan. So the pros, there's a lot of pros. There's one con, and it also happens to be a pro, and that's the size of this tub. So the con for me is I don't like that it's small. I like 4 ounces or more. I like the bigger tubs. And for those who are not aware, if you just started out and you go and you buy tubs of shaving soap, you're going to notice most of them are half full. And that is to leave room for you to tub load. It is not a mistake or the artisan being cheap. Most of those jars are 8-ounce jars, so they'll fill them up halfway, maybe a little more if they do 5 ounces of soap. The norm is usually 4 ounces. Some of the artisans have started doing 3. This one's actually 2. I personally wish it was a bigger tub, but tomato, tomato, right? All right, I'm almost done here. Bear with me. Scent's very nice. It's about medium. Not overly heavy. Not too light either. I don't know if I should show the ingredients. I was thinking about it, but they're very, very tiny on here, so you could go look them up. I'm probably going to link these products in the description of the video anyways. And let me go ahead and show you what I got here. And I'm going to start shaving. Look at that lather. It's a very pleasant scent, very fresh. I think a little bit of citrus. Maybe some teeny woody undertones. But again, not nearly as musky as the Splash. Sorry again about the water. I'm really kicking myself over that sprayer. Alright. So Clubman has a pretty cool history. Dates back to 1810 is when they first arrived, and it was in Paris. So there's a lot to talk about there. I might actually just do a Clubman video, because I do on my channel, if you want to take the time to go look, I do what I call history shaves. Very original. where I shave and I talk about random snippets of history. And this is right up my alley. So there you go, good stuff. That's why part of the reason I decided to go with an old ever-ready razor. It's from the 20s, I believe, 30s. The one I'm going to use. And for those who are not familiar with these particular blades and razors, don't go to Walmart and get some paint scraper blades. That's not what these are. Those things will tear you up. They are not meant for shaving. So you do actually have to go and get some blades. Some actual shaving blades. All right. Beautiful piece. Oops, excuse me. Beautiful piece of Americana there. All right. Now what I do, because of my mustache, I use an old dental pick. And I move it aside. And what you do is, you basically, in essence, put the entire plate up against your cheek until you find the right angle. Your normal angle is going to be 30 degrees for most razors. This one's closer to 10. So yours is a very steep angle. It's hard to get used to, all right? But let's go ahead and get going. I do have a bowl of water here to swish it around in. So yeah, I was on Instagram, came across this giveaway, entered it, and I forgot about it. And then, like a month later, probably not a month, maybe closer to 2-3 weeks later, they tagged me and said I had won. So that's pretty neat. So again, I already had the soap. I have several of their splashes. Like I said, I have the Whiskey Woods, which I really like, the Bay Rum, which is unbelievably good. And there's a few I'm missing. Musk. Oh, the lilac one. That's a good one. I gotta be in the mood for it though. As of the filming of this, we're actually coming up into the beginning of autumn. So I kind of missed the opportunity, spring and summer, to use the lilac. Very nice. Good lather. For a vegan soap, it's pretty good with the slickness. Could be a little more slick. That's all right. And for those unfamiliar with gem razors and ever-ready razors, in my opinion, these give you some of the closest shaves aside from a straight. Make sure I'm staying in frame here. You just have to watch that angle, because you'll drag and it'll not feel too good. I think I just did right here, because I was out of the corner of my eye there. All right. But thank you, Clubman, for hosting that giveaway. It was a big old box of goodies. I got a hat, I got this thing, bunch of good stuff. And their social media guy took the time to talk to me and answer any questions I had. I won't say his name, I don't know if he wants it out there, but thank you, you know who you are. When you randomly are in a location and you stumble across wet shaving products that you've only ever seen online, it's called finding it in the wild, okay? So I was out in West Virginia doing some family stuff, and I was in a pharmacy, and I came across Clubman hair tonics. I was like, man, I didn't even know they made these. Oh, Whiskey Woods powder, that's another thing I got. I got a charcoal face scrub. I wish I'd brought the box up. I was afraid it'd be too showboaty, so I didn't think of it. I should have showcased more of their products, not just the shave ones. I just was thinking of the shave stuff. But I was in this pharmacy and I found hair tonic. I found a clear one and a green one, and I asked them what was the difference. And if I remember correctly, the clear was for thin hair and the green was for thick hair. I was like, is it for helping regrow? And he goes, no, I wish. It's just for, you know, strengthening hair and for sheen and all that stuff. And I'm wearing this hat because I got a big old honking zit right here. It wouldn't have looked good on camera. Everyone would have been distracted. So I would show you I'm getting a little thin up top. I was like, that would have been cool. So, tell you what I'm going to do. You get the gist of this thing. I already did a pass. I'm going to go ahead and do the second pass off camera because I'm already about 15 minutes in here. And then I'm going to throw on the splash and I'm going to do the cream. And I'll tell you what I think. I will be right back. All right, so real quick, I did want to show you this. This lather, it evolves. It just sits there. And it blooms in its own right, just sitting in the container. You add the teeniest bit of water. I haven't added any more. This is what I have left over after my shave. I took the smallest bit of water and added it. And it turned into that. So the lather of this soap is very good. And that 2 ounces a little goes a long way. I did want to make sure to put this in the video because I started touching up under my neck to get right here and it just, with a little bit of water added to it. Look at that. I just did the smallest amount on the tips of the bristles here. All right, that's good stuff, man. Good stuff. All right, post shave coming right up. Okie doke. So this stuff's pretty slick. For a vegan, it's pretty slick. Like I said, I've had more slick, but that's not bad at all. I like it. Post shave's very nice. Not bad. Still got some soap up in these sideburns. So the reason I wanted to do this is Clubman was one of the first soaps I bought when I got into the hobby. I went and bought this little thing of shave soap and then used it and liked it, but it was back when I didn't know what I was doing. I used a straight razor. So now that I've gotten better with it, and like I said, I won the thing, thought I would showcase it. And if you're new to wet shaving and you go on Amazon or you go on to Google and you Google wet shaving or shave soap or any of that, this is one of the first ones that's probably going to pop up. Is this little container here. But that's what we got left over. I should actually sit and let this dry out a little bit when I thought of that. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and do the splash. So this is one of the first aftershaves I ever bought, standalone aftershaves. This is, I have the one they sent me, which is still unopened, still has a seal on it. This is the one I bought in West Virginia just before I won another one. So I have basically 2 whole bottles of this aftershave. Now theirs comes out kind of quick. So really just let gravity do everything for you. Don't squeeze. I learned that the hard way. It is alcohol based. It's very pleasant. Musky. There's a lot of musk towards the end of it. It threw me off when I first tried it because I didn't know what the hell musk was. And I didn't like it. Didn't hate it, but I wasn't a fan of it. And that's something you're going to realize the more you shave. You're going to come across stuff that you at first don't like. Your scent preference is going to evolve. I recommend you go back to it. Give it a while, go back. I used to hate sandalwood. Now it's one of my most adored fragrances I use. Different types, Indian sandalwood, Hawaiian sandalwood. All right. Now, this is the part I was curious about. I was looking at the ingredients. This is a lot of freaking cream. So I was very curious how it would work. If you can see, there you go. Look at all that. As a post-shave balm. And I see no reason why it should not. So, a little dab of do ya. I know I look silly right now. But oh well. It is lightly scented, which I like. Throw it into the hair. Now that beard oil has seeped into the roots because I keep facial hair. I maintain it. If you maintain facial hair and also shave, that's another reason I like that beard oil. Because with your face wet, it's going to seep down into the roots of your hair. And it's going to, you know, replenish and condition everything for you. All right. That's good stuff. That balm's a little, or this balm, the cream is a little sticky. That's all right. I think it'll work just fine as a post-shave balm because it already absorbed. It absorbs very quickly. All right, that'll do it. That was a nice shave. So across the board, you're going to get a powdery, fresh, little soapy, little green, and a lot of musk with the splash. Almost no musk at all in the soap that I get. So the pros for this is going to be good for travel. This is great for travel, actually. I mean, look at the size of this thing. You could throw like 4 of these in your dog kit. All right. So that was the only con I could think of, is I wish the container was bigger, and that is just me only. Okay. But that's great for travel. These are widespread. They're very easy to find, whether you're online. I found them out in the wild. I just looked down and there they were. Tons of them. So they're easier to find because they're everywhere. And I'm talking international as well, not just in the United States. There's a big selection of stuff. The splashes are tons of splashes. There's powder, face scrubs. There's shave oil. There's shave cream in a tube. There's something called face lather in a tube, but I'm curious about that one. Like I said, there's the cream, there's the soap. Tons of stuff. They have tons and tons and tons of stuff under their umbrella. And most important of all, they are inexpensive. They're very inexpensive. $9. $9 US dollars for a pound of shave cream. So this shave I did here, aside from the razor and the bowl, 20, 40, 50, so basically $55 and some change. So for a full set, including the beard oil there. But all right, that'll do it, guys. Thank you all very much. I hope this helped. If you're interested in these products, they're very good. Again, I'm going to put everything in the description of the video. I'll put links and everything else. It's www.clubman-pinaud.com. I hope I'm right. I did not write that down. Clubman.com. There it is. www.clubman, very bottom there, .com. I'll put that in there too. So thank you all for watching. Really appreciate it. Again, hope it helped. Thank you, Clubman, for that giveaway. Love this stuff. And pretty good shave. Till next time, everyone. Take care. Happy shaving.